We are live at Seattle Pacific University. It is time for the championship game of the Boys Metro League. Garfield, undefeated all year long, never lost. And Seattle Prep, the comeback kids.
Comeback kids.
This is it. This is for all the marbles. This is the championship. Joyce, the only thing bigger than this, as far as I'm concerned, in high school basketball is state.
Yes, yes.
You-
And the journey to get there is just as exciting,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So congratulations to both of these teams for making it this far. This year's Metro League was super competitive. I mean, Eastside Catholic, obviously Rainier Beach. You know, there were just a lot of Roosevelt. There were a lot of West Seattle.
Yeah.
You know,
You know, it's arguably the best league in the entire state. And it could give a run to some of them other states as well. That's how competitive and how much talent that we have here in this 206.
yeah. And speaking of talent, we've got some talent on the floor today.
Don't we ever?
For this Garfield team, if you just start with Corin Johnson, start with Corin Johnson. That's
Lights out stroker. Can shoot that ball. And shoots it highly efficient, but real confident too. You know when there's a good shooter when it leaves his hands, you think it's going in.
just a junior, Jalen Stewart. Just a junior.
His DNA speaks for itself, right? and I'm gonna go on the record saying he shoot it better than them twins ever shot it. So they've done their job well, right?
And you just go down the lineup. You know, Legend Smiley, the freshman. Legend Smiley, the freshman.
Roy Senior, Roy Junior, Bulldog legacy there.
And just talent all the way up and down the lineup, from Justice to Guidry to Brown, Yamani Howell, pretty good football player, linebacker out there as well.
Seattle Prep bringing theirs too. They got some little history.
Yes.
Coming in as well.
They do.
That Christian King, he ain't never saw a shot he didn't like.
You know, pay attention.
Can shoot it.
You better pay attention. Christian King, the 6'7" junior. Tyler Mruss, again, the 6'6" senior. He knows how to slam the ball through the hoop.
Yes, and one of my favorites is that football/basketball wonder, Mr. 22, Braden Smith. Knows how to run a team.
Yes, if it's close, if it's close late in the game, if you've got him on your team, you have a chance to win. Doesn't matter who's on the other team.
He's going to make the right play.
Yeah.
And that's the highest compliment you can give to a basketball player. He's going to make the right play, whether I got to shoot it or I got to find somebody.
Yeah. And Jack Velling gives them some of that beef inside they're going to need. I didn't mention Cheryl McCollum Jr. either, with Garfield. So this is just going to be this is going to be a good game. This is going to be
if Seattle Prep have anything left in the tank after that double overtime game with the Rainier Beach Vikings, ain't no popcorn being sold here.
That's a big.
But we sure could use some.
So
if they got something left.
I want to get your opinion on this because I'm looking at this from two different ways. The game that Seattle Prep had to play to beat Rainier Beach sharpened them, prepared them, On the other hand, Garfield had an easy game, and they may be one more rested. And Seattle Prep, like you said, they may have given everything they got. What do you think about those two?
It's hard to say. Usually the first 4 to 5 minutes tell you kind of how the game is kind of going. Who's come out with a lot of confidence. Seattle Prep's flying high. If they got the energy, they're going to bring it because they're a well-oiled machine, and they're very disciplined, and they look for the right play. Garfield, on the other hand, they got that same kind of pressure that Rainier Beach put on Seattle Prep, right? So if Garfield's not lollygagging and coming out with that energy and that juice,
I don't know.
We don't know what's going to happen in this game. It's hard to call it.
We'd like to thank as the announcements are being made for the starting lineups out here. And they've mentioned Cheryl McCollum Jr. and Jalen Stewart. Also starting Tremaine Guidry, 6-foot senior point guard. and also Raphael Justice. I like his game too,
I didn't
and a
even
good
tell you,
football player.
Jermaine Gidry, that's
Yeah.
my little nephew right there. I've been trying to be quiet about it. That guy plays defense.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And again, number 0, Corin Johnson for the Bulldogs. We'd like to say thanks to King County Public Health Seattle, King County, um, sponsoring this broadcast. And King County unvaccinated people are 12 times more likely to be hospitalized. So if you're ready to take the shot, if you want to find out where locations are near you, text your zip code to 438-829, get vax. And you know, Joyce, because my voice is heard, I'm very careful when it comes to telling people what to do. I just try to give them information
Yeah,
and let them make their own
information.
decision.
Yeah,
Now
ignorance is bliss,
I'm
and so
I'm vaccinated and I'm boosted, you
yes,
know, because I need to be.
me too.
And I need to protect the people, make sure that I protect the people around me.
Absolutely.
So you make your own decision. Again, people have their own reasons for doing stuff, but 12 times more likely to be hospitalized if you're not vaccinated. 12 times. There's the jump. Garfield gets the jump, and your nephew brought that up to Corin Johnson now outside the 3-point line, defended by Velling. Johnson drives around them, lays it up and under, and Johnson right away.
Right
Corin
to the
Johnson
basket right away. Right away.
takes advantage of what he felt was a mismatch right around him. Laid it up under, quickly back the other way. Braden Smith, Tyler Russ, Marinkovic, who hit that big 3 to take it into second overtime. They get the ball low to Chris King. He turns, he spins, he fires. This one short. In the front court, Stewart with the ball. Justice, ball pass is stolen away by Braden Smith.
Take care of that ball. Bounce passes won't work against Braden Smith. He's coming to get it.
Smith tries to drop the pass off to Marinkovic, who was knocked out of bounds, or nope, they're going to say that that was just an errant pass.
Both teams up for the task. Looks like it to me.
Justice with the ball. Back out to McCullum on top. Over in the corner. Robinson from 3 pulls up. Shot doesn't go. Nothing but prep players down there for the rebound. Braden Smith takes it. And right away, Raphael Justice gets in his face before he gets across the half-court line. Braden Smith loses the ball. Throws it away. Stewart has it. Stewart gonna rise and slam that through with 2 hands. And Garfield is up 4-0, Joyce.
Gotta value the ball. Gotta value the ball.
And again, all game.
All
This is gonna be all game. This was a lot to have to deal with Rainier Beach to come back to this again with Garfield.
Yes.
Russ drives on the right side. Gonna get a blocking call.
It takes a lot out of you when you're getting picked up 94 feet from the basket. It takes a lot to bring it up with pressure in your face at all times.
Smith inbounding the ball, gets it into Marinkovic. Back to Smith. Smith stops, looks for the shot, doesn't have it, goes back out to get it on the top. Smith drives, shot is blocked by McCullum.
Bulldogs ain't playing. They're in the passing lane.
McCullum with the ball, wheels and deals, kicks the ball out. Guidry with it. Out on top to Robinson. Garfield rotates. McCullum with the screen. Robinson thinks about the 3 and says, drives to the hoop, lays it up. Nice English. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Christian King. Looking ahead. Nice pass. Now open from Russ for 3 from the corner. Russ buries for the 3. Nice ball movement. Gave
That's
up the 2.
what they do well. They got in the heart of the paint, and they spot up.
What do you think about that? Gave up the 2 to get the 3. You got to have confidence in your player.
Well, the big man is a football player, right? He did his job. He got the ball to the middle and found his shooters.
Stewart with the ball. Stewart pulls up from 3. Stewart buries a 3.
Stu, baby.
Buries the 3.
With defense contesting the shot.
Braden Smith. 7-3 now. Garfield in front. Smith finds an open Christian King. Christian King! Pay attention. Pay attention.
I would say Seattle Prep is live and present this season.
7-6 now. 4:34 here to go in the first quarter. Stewart with the ball after just fresh off a let me show you something. 3 pulls back from the elbow. Stewart misses everything this time. Ball again rebounded by King. Braden Smith in the front court looking ahead, trying to get that same outlet pass up to Velling up there, but this time it goes out of bounds and we'll turn the ball back over to Garfield.
We've seen that all week, though, in the games we've had the privilege to watch. The pressure will speed you up, and you'll get rid of the ball in an abnormal way, right? Trying to get it up the court versus just kind of getting on up the court.
Corn Johnson with the ball. Again, Stewart to the hoop. Finds an open. Just the shot doesn't go. But Garfield will retain possession. Still 7-6. 4:01 here to go in the first quarter. It's me, Tony B, and the legend, Joyce Walker. McCullum drives, stops and pops for about an 8-footer that bounces, drops in. And they're going to call that foul before the shot, so the bucket won't count, and they'll take that underneath their own basket on the right side. Justice will bring the ball into the game for Garfield. Kenzel Massey now. McCullum with the ball in the corner. Out to Robinson. Robinson fires from 3. Robinson buries the 3 with pressure.
That young man, that Corey Johnson can just shoot. He got a sweet stroke.
10-6 now. Garfield in front. Russ in the corner looking for somebody to get the ball to. But Rinkovich has it. Christian King. This time Massey in his chest, not giving him anything. Braden Smith with the ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Smith drives, puts up a runner that's blocked by McCullum. We're going to have a foul call, though.
And the ref's calling it tightly. You do that hand check.
Yeah.
They're calling it right away, at least in the early going of this game.
So, again, that will not be in the act of shooting. 10-6. Garfield in front. 3:25 to go. The Metro Championship. Seattle Prep and Garfield. McCullum loses the ball out of bounds after tipping away the inbounds from Braden Smith, so more like he blocked it, but he had it open and into the lane. Marinkovic gets an open shot, doesn't go, and that's one of those point-blank layups. Joyce
Things are being contested at the rim.
Yes, he was.
The ones that normally you make, you start thinking because there's a hand there.
Got to convert at the rim. Robinson with it down to McCullum. McCullum turns, spins. Over to the corner for Stewart for a deep 3. This one doesn't go. McCullum inside for the rebound. They're going to call McCullum for the offensive foul.
They're calling it close. They're calling it a little close tonight.
Still 10-6 in favor of Garfield. What would you say right now about Seattle Prep's energy? I know we keep talking about that game against Beach. It was such a good game, but what are you feeling right now? Do you think that it took
Seattle
anything
Prep's
out of them?
continue to play that game. They're going to pass. They're going to cut. They're going to dive. They're in this. They're here.
Christian King with the ball. And as you mentioned that, again, whipping the ball around the perimeter, an open shot from Velling. That doesn't go. That's not his shot. But
and that's the guy you want to take a shot.
He was the open man.
A comfort zone for him, right?
Again into the game now, Giselle Brown as well. For Garfield, Robinson. Pass is taken away by Braden Smith. Braden Smith 1-on-2. Braden Smith to the hoop by himself. Doesn't go. Misses a shot. And that ball is attempted to be saved by...
Braden got that steal?
Yeah.
But there was 2 Bulldogs that converged just that quickly.
Yeah.
And made him take a tough contested shot.
Brown stepped on the baseline attempting to save that ball. And then Prep brings in Dylan Hoffman, a little better shooter than Jack Velling. You lose something on the inside, but you see he had a shot. He didn't even really want anything to do with it. Open 12
Too much pressure meeting him at the bridge, right? And Belly's not going to shoot no jump shot. That's not what I've seen him do in the couple games I watched him play. But he plays great decoy. He can get in there and sell it because he knows his shooters have been well coached to spot up.
In a game like this, obviously it's the players on the court that decide things, but at the same time, the coaches start to make more chess match plays. How much of an impact will a coach have on a game like this?
Oh, he can make a break because it's all about if one player's not doing it, you got to seek out your bench to see what you can find, right? They already know where to be, Seattle Prep, because they rep it, just like Garfield. They know where to be. Just depends on who has that hot hand and who's making plays, what player's delivering.
Braden Smith.
Now it's up to the players.
Nice cut to Christian King. Christian King thinks about slamming it home and lays it up over the lip.
Back door. You play me too tight, I go back door. Mr. King did exactly.
10-8 now. Stewart drives to the hoop. Stewart lays it up nicely off the rim. And I think we're going to get an offensive foul call. So wipe that basket away. And Stewart's called for the offensive foul.
If a player comes from the top of the key three-point line, he can't be allowed to go all the way and lay it up. Somebody's got to come from the weak side and step in there and want to take a charge. And that's exactly what Seattle Prep did.
So Smith ball inbounded to Marinkovic, has it into the game. That's that young man, Legend Smiley now, guarding Marinkovic. Ball is slapped away. Hoffman gets it back. And Corin Johnson, on the attempt to get the ball, gets called for the foul.
And that's the problem with gambling, right? You notice the fouls are 5-1. And that'll give Seattle Prep some more confidence to attack that rim.
And play the game at a pace that they like to. Russ with the ball. Russ drives, stops, skips a pass down the sideline, baseline to Marinkovic that goes out of bounds. And Emmett Marquardt in the game now for Garfield as well. So Garfield going to their bench, Joyce. And this is a deep team.
Coach Hickens is running them in, ain't he? He got so many players that he got rotation.
10-8 Garfield, 1:33 here to go. In the first quarter, Marquardt with the ball to Smiley. I remember what Coach said to me. He said, if Smiley's in the game, he needs to be shooting or he'll be on the bench. That's a turnover, though.
Yep.
Back to Marinkovic. Christian King with it. Pay attention. Drops it down low. And Russ misses a shot again. As you say, those shots, they point blank, but they're contested, Joyce. And into the lane for a nice feed in the pass to Giselle Brown, converts the bucket. And again, going all the way down to Russ. Christian King open for three. Christian, pay attention. King, another three ball. 12-11.
All I'm gonna say is you better locate Mr. King. He's
pay
still
attention.
Hot from Rainier Beach. 2 days ago, he still got that stroke.
Smiley with the ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Massey pulls up from the left side. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Braden Smith. Beach has a chance, Joyce, to take the lead right now. Smith with the ball. Out on top, defended by Brown. Shot clock is off. Hoffman with the ball, looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it to Christian King. King defended by Marquardt. Drops it down low to Russ. Russ spins with the left hand off the glass, and Seattle Prep is up 13-12. 5 seconds on the clock.
We got us a game, folks. Both teams came to play.
Justice pulls up for three, doesn't go. And at the end of one, Joyce, Seattle Prep, 13.
That's why you play the game.
No
matter what your record is, when it's for all the marbles, you want a piece of the pie too.
Garfield Bulldogs, 12. I'm going to go to Daniel Bellis, and then Mr. Rick Dupree will be here with your play-by-play for the second quarter.
Hey, Nancy Conyers.
All right, and we are
My
back.
coach from back in the day.
Back in the day, huh?
Conyers, Garfield High School.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks for chiming in with us.
So we are live at Seattle Pacific University. I'm Rick Dupree along with Joyce Walker. And after one quarter, Joyce, maybe a little surprise, Seattle Prep 13, Garfield 12.
Anybody's game tonight. I got a feeling it's anybody's game tonight.
Yeah.
Seattle Prep is up for the task. Okay, Garfield's going to keep pressing too. So, put your seatbelts on.
Yeah, in a game like this, players kind of start out a little tense,
Well, they took tough shots, right?
Yeah.
When you take tough shots, the ball's got to move. And Seattle Prep is going to keep moving.
So the Panthers
diving, going back door.
Yep. Braden Smith drives in the paint, shot no good. Bulldogs with the rebound. Corin Johnson over to Jalen Stewart. Stewart, the big guy, over to Massey. So Bulldogs trying to penetrate into McCollum. McCollum the turnaround jumper, a little fall away. It's good. Sherrill McCollum
big
Jr.
fella with a drop step.
The big guy. 6'7" junior Braden Smith across the timeline. Gets it down here in a hurry.
Mr. McCollum.
Over to Dylan Hoffman. Back to Braden Smith. Drives the baseline. Then he just dumps it off to Jack Velling. But McCollum there for the block. Oh,
Jalen Stewart said, nope, not that easy.
Corin Johnson on the other end. Won't go. The rebound comes down to Chris King. And many may remember his dad, Rich King. Drafted by the Sonics. Played in the NBA for a number of years. Braden Smith. Over to Dylan Hoffman. Hoffman looking for a screen. Gets it over to Tyler Russ. Braden Smith with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. King with the three-pointer. Won't go, but there for the rebound is Jack Velling. Velling to King. King in the paint. A little soft jumper. Rolls around. Won't go. Ball's tipped, and it's going to come down to Jack Velling. A new 30 on the shot clock for the Seattle Prep Panthers. Braden Smith now telling his guys to back out. Now he backs it up.
3 shots.
Yeah.
It increases their chances to go and get a bucket.
Yeah, you got to control that defensive glass. Braden Smith, long three-pointer from the top. It's good. Braden Smith.
That's what can happen right there.
Yep.
Braden Smith ain't going to stop just because he's missing early.
Oh, come on, Joyce.
He ain't going to stop.
No. So that gives the Panthers a 16-14 lead here. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Sherrill McCollum shot won't go. And Braden Smith the cross. And he motors down. And Smith over to Tyler Russ. Russ misses the lane, but gets it back and puts it in. Oh, the Panthers have come here to play tonight. 18-14, Seattle Prep leading Garfield. Corin Johnson with it. Gets a screen from McCollum. On the right, Johnson trying to find some drives into the paint. Takes it all the way to the glass. Off the window, won't go. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Braden Smith with it.
Hard shots.
Yeah.
They're taking tough shots.
Yeah. Make it easy. King with the
and
three-pointer won't go.
Rebounding either.
Russ, and then breaking to the basket is Braden King. Braden Smith, I should say, from Mr. King. And the shot is good. And I'll tell you what, on their feet here are the Seattle Prep fans right to our left behind us.
Yeah, the Bulldogs got to settle down.
Yep.
I'm seeing one player take the ball, between their legs, side to side, 7 or 8 seconds off the clock. Ball's got to move to different players.
So with five,
right in the Seattle Prep's hands.
Yeah. With 5:22 left to go here in the first half, timeout on the floor. The Panthers of Seattle Prep leading Garfield 20-14. Also want to give a shout out, Joyce, to Austin Hartnell. His parents are sitting behind us, and Grandma is listening from Spokane. Auntie is listening from, I think, Brooklyn, New York, they said. So shout out from Rainier Avenue Radio to the Hartnell family. Glad you are listening to us here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I had to make sure they knew who you were, and I introduced Joyce to them before the game started. I said, there's a legend here. You got to know it. So back in action, Bulldogs with the ball trailing by 6, 5:15 left to go in the first half. And pass. Errant pass there, Joyce, an unforced turnover. And let's see, I think they're called jump ball.
Seems to be a little lackadaisical, right? Kind of loose with the ball.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to wake up. But right now, they're not putting any pressure on Seattle Prep. Seattle Prep just laying in the cut, boxing out, giving them one shot.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let this lead get out of hand. The Bulldogs had the possession, got it. The shot by Corin Johnson was long, but Raphael Justice was there to lay it in. to pull the Bulldogs to within 4, 20-16, just under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. We're live at Seattle Pacific University. Metro League Championship, Garfield Bulldogs, Seattle Prep Panthers. Driving in, more the Panthers won't go. And that was Nevin Marinkovic, forgive me, missed the shot, got it back, missed again. Corey Johnson on the other end, his shot is blocked, but I think they're going to call a foul on Jack Belling. Jack Belling, the big tight end from football, stands 6'5". That's a big body in there.
Attack the basket.
So
That's what Corey Johnson did, attack the basket.
Yep. Good things happen when you attack the basket.
Yes.
Corey Johnson going to the line. He'll have 2 shots. 4:39 left to go in the first half. First free throw is up and in. Making it a 20-17 score here. Seattle Prep leading Garfield. And veteran officiating crew led by Rod Marr. Corey Johnson will have one more free throw. Bounces, spins the ball around, bounces again. The shot is up and in. It is good. So methodically, Bulldogs trying to pull back into this ball game. Not that they were ever out of it, but they were down by 6, now only down by 2. 4:39 left to play in the first half. Seattle Prep leading Garfield 20-18. We have a nice crowd here, and talking to Pat McCarthy, he said they are at about 50% capacity. It looks like, I think we got a little bit more than 50% in here, Joyce, but still limiting the number of fans that are here, obviously, because of COVID. So 4:37 left to go. Inbounds pass, high pass is stolen by the Bulldogs. And the shot, and that is Tremaine Guidry. Guidry with the steal and the lay-in to tie it up at 20.
Just that quick, right?
Yep.
That kind of pressure defense.
Braden Smith with it, driving into the paint. Smith takes it all the way to the rack and puts it in. Braden Smith and one. Oh.
I was just going to say, you got to be careful with Mr. Smith.
Yeah. You can't just let him go in the paint like that.
He will set you up, though, because he's crazy like a fox in the way he maneuvers on the court, right? Watched him a couple times, fake the shot to the last second and hand off to his guy.
Yeah. That time he took it himself.
He out there playing chess.
Oh, yeah. Well, Braden Smith, I tell you, I mean, I would argue as good, if not better, football player. He's going to go to Colgate to play basketball, and I don't blame him. Easier on the body than football. But he will go in there, and he can take some contact. Legend Smiley from deep. Oh, ball was halfway down. The basket came out. Prep on the fast break. Christian King. Shot off the window, won't go. Bulldogs back with it. Corey Johnson across the timeline. Boy, we are in some fast action here. Jalen Stewart, the big guy, off the foot. But there to get his Raphael Justice, 20 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Tie ball game, 3:55 left to go in the first half. Check that. Seattle Prep leading it 23-20. Forgive me. And a steal there by the Panthers. Braden Smith with it. Smith loses it, but on the ground. Panthers have it, and Bulldogs knock it out. And then Braden Smith on the ground. And you got about 3 guys on the ground. They're going to call a jump ball on the possession arrow going, I believe, the Panthers' direction.
Can't be careless with the ball.
Yeah. And referees allowed a lot of contact there, Joyce.
Let them play right now.
Yeah, they are.
Right now.
Yeah, right. we'll see in the second half what it looks like.
Let them play right now.
So they don't reset the clock, 18 on the shot clock. Because, again, Garfield never really had possession. And that was Nevin Marinkovic. Check that. That was Tyler Russ. And Russ fouled on the jump shot, so he'll go along for 2 shots.
And the foul disparity is all in favor of Seattle Prep, right? When you get them early fouls to reach it in, for the rest of the half, they're going to be shooting.
Yeah, they're shooting. Yeah, that's 17 foul on the Bulldogs. Russ's first free throw is good, extending the Panther lead to 4 points, 24-20. They'll have one more shot. It is up and good, giving the Panthers a 5-point lead, 25-20. 3:25 left to go in the first half. Here, the Metro Boys Championship.
Short.
Corey Johnson, short from the left side. And rebound of the Panthers. And Panthers are keeping the Bulldogs to just 1 shot right now.
Yep.
Keeping them off that offensive glass. Braden Smith into Christian King. King to step away, a little fadeaway, I should say. Legend Smiley comes down with it, fouled on the rebound. And George, I'll tell you what, I love the name, and I think it fits him appropriately. Legend Smiley, only a freshman, but I tell you what, he has the poise
a freshman
of a veteran.
Yes. Coach is trying to find the right matchup, but I'm not sure if kids are being able to get their rhythm right now with that. You almost got to stay with
the lineup,
let them get and let them make mistakes, get some confidence.
And it looks like back with the starting lineup. McCullum takes it all the way to the basket. Sherelle McCullum.
They can get that all day.
6'7" and just takes it right to the rack.
Get that all day.
King on the other end. Now on the outside on the perimeter. King looking for the three-pointer. Just short. And rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. It was Giselle Brown over to
But that's what
Sherelle Stewart.
Championship game should be.
Yeah.
Should
absolutely
be one of these.
Yep. Corin Johnson into Sherelle McCullum again, laying it in. Using that size, George.
McCullum,
yep.
You get that all day.
Yep.
And then it'll open up the outside.
And
what does Ahern say? Inside out.
McCullum's a big body at 6'7", but he got some meat on him too.
Got good hands too.
Yeah. And he was clearing that space, getting the 2 lay-ins there. So 4 quick points for the Bulldogs, pulled them to within a point, 25-24. 2 minutes left to play, 10 on the shot clock. And 2 minutes left to play in the first half, I should say. Braden Smith takes it all the way in, then kicks it out. 3-pointer, and that is good. Tyler Russ. And all that created by Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith is executing out there. He's executing.
Bulldogs on the other end. Tremaine Guidry with it. 15 on the shot clock. Guidry driving on the right side. Pull up jumper side of the backboard. No good. Rebound comes down to the Christian King. And Braden Smith across the timeline in the paint. Now kicks it out. 3-pointer Dylan Hoffman. It's good. Dylan Hoffman. Oh, Braden Smith drawing the defense in, then kicking it out, Joyce.
Saddle Prep ain't playing.
31-24.
The difference is they got Mr. Smith.
Yeah, Braden Smith.
Giving his players confidence, right?
And Corin Johnson with the drive. And I think they're going to call offensive foul. Corin Johnson got knocked to the ground. The bucket went in, but they said no bucket, offensive foul. And Corin Johnson smiling, not happy with the call.
That's the risk you run from going from the top of the key all the way to the basket. Instead of stopping, whatever happened to the stopping power? It's the easiest shot in the game.
So with 1:08 left to go in the first half, Metro Boys Championship game, Seattle Prep leading Garfield 31-24. Ball back in the hands of Braden Smith. Now over to Marinkovic. Marinkovic with it, guarded by Sherelle McCollum Jr. Marinkovic taking it all the way to the basket. Marinkovic can't get the lay-in to drop, and the Bulldogs with it on the run. Raphael Justice over to Jalen Stewart. Stewart, the three-pointer, hits the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Christian King.
They're getting one shot.
Yeah, they are.
Bulldogs getting one shot.
King to Braden Smith. Smith kicks it out. Now Smith back on the left side. Now he slows it up, calls the play, backs it out. 18 on the shot clock. 29 on the game clock here, left in the first half. Seattle Prep leading it by 7, 31-24. Now Braden Smith taking it to himself. One-on-one, takes it all the way. And he's going to be fouled. He drew that foul, and I'm not sure, Joyce, if maybe some contact with the body, but they called it down to the foul. I believe is going to be on the big guy.
Braden
Number
Smith.
3, Jalen Stewart.
I'm just going to say an Army Swiss knife, right? He does a lot of beautiful things on the basketball court. He's playing with his mind, not with his athleticism, but his mind.
Well, and Joyce, in football, I mean, a receiver, but also the backup quarterback. And he led Seattle Prep in that big win in the spring season, a couple seasons ago over O'Day as a quarterback. Their starting quarterback was injured, and Braden Smith, again, a leader, the floor general. His first free throw is good.
And it's a dangerous kind of player to go up against, right? Because he's surveying all the terrain, and he's making the right. I haven't seen him make a bad play yet.
Yeah. He misses a second free throw, but the rebound comes down to Russ. And the three-pointer won't go. That was Marinkovic. And Marinkovic's three-pointer won't go. So with 4.1 Ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will have it. And looks like Coach Javon Nickens, he's going to bring Legend Smiley in. So you got some shooters in there now. Smiley, Corin Johnson, two guys that can hit a long three NBA range three-point.
You won't beat Seattle Prep with hero shots tonight. Not tonight. Maybe another team.
Yeah.
But this team is well prepared.
So Prep's going to have a full court press
Coach Kelly
here.
got his team ready up for the task.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, no doubt.
They're up for
no
the
doubt.
task tonight. And you're getting it from not so much the star players. You're getting it from the role players on Seattle Prep. So they're all dialed in.
So Prep in a full court zone press, and Corin Johnson is going to be fouled. But that's a good foul, George, because not in the bonus, so it'll be out of bounds, and you take 2 seconds off the clock.
Because they never attacked Seattle Prep all game long thus far. They're shooting jump shots. Instead of attacking getting in the key.
Yeah.
Forcing you to make a decision.
So Legend Smiley on the wrong side of the half court. And I said the wrong side, not on the Garfield side yet. Pass into Corin Johnson. And Johnson fouled again. So now 1.4. And again, that's only the 15th foul. Yeah. So it got still another foul to give.
Seattle Prep has played a perfect first half.
Yeah.
Not a good one, a perfect first half.
And right now they lead it by 8, 32-24, 1.4 left to play. Smiley into Corin Johnson. Johnson, the three-pointer, getting a hand on the shot's no good. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, George, that Cam Wyatt got a hand on that shot. So after one half, Seattle Prep was surprising, or maybe not so surprising, 32-24 lead over the Garfield Bulldogs. Joyce, I tell you what, the Panthers have come to play.
We have been in this game so long, we done seen everything, right? But you could have saw from the first couple minutes that, okay, Garfield's hit a couple tough shots, right? Seattle Prep is getting in the kill zone. Yep. They going to the basket. They're attacking. Their point guard is making everybody better.
That's it. That is the tail of the first half, if you will. So I tell you what, we're going to take a short break here. 32-24, Seattle Prep leading Garfield. And we're going to throw it to Daniel B. He's going to give you an update on other stuff going on around. And then Tony B. will be back with Joyce to bring you quarter number 3. So right now, Daniel.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Joyce. Here at the half, we're at Seattle Prep over Garfield, 32-24. In a game that Garfield has not trailed all season. So Prep being the first one to really put the press to Garfield, 32-24 at the half. We want to give a quick shout out to all y'all for tuning in. We love the comments that are showing up. And Nolan Pinky right there saying stop and pop is fundamental. We got a lot of love for Joyce Rocker right there. Nolan Pinky says Joyce Rocker is the GOAT. Taught me a lot at Barnett Park. And Coach Zoe Jack says private schools stick together, go Prep. Hey, Auntie Joyce, my mother Jada Benton says hi. Yeah, we appreciate you all. And if you're enjoying this broadcast, make sure that send us a coin or two by donating. You see in the upper left corner of your screen, you can see that you can donate on Venmo to Rainier Avenue Radio. Rainier Avenue Radio on Venmo. Also, if you don't have Venmo, we got you there as well. You can donate to a couple ways through Shunpike, as well as mail in to Shunpike at 815 Seattle Boulevard South, 215 Seattle, Washington, 98134. Again, you can email us a donation via Shunpike, 815 Seattle Boulevard South, Unit 215, Seattle, Washington, 98134. Or you can shoot us at Venmo, Rainier Avenue Radio. Anything helps. Equipment costs money. Talent costs money. And we do it all for you with minimal ads and free access. And like some of the other platforms of the games, you can listen to Rainier Avenue games for free. We are live on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, with myself, Daniel Bellis, 8:36 p.m. We will be broadcasting the Sea King championship, girls and boys, next Saturday. And as we open up the boys bracket, you can see that Seattle Prep and Garfield, Metro 1 and 2, the winner will host the winner of tomorrow's contest between Hazen and Eastside Catholic. And the loser of this game will play against the winner of Bellevue and O'Day. Both of these games tomorrow. Hazen and Eastside Catholic tips off at 1:15. O'Day and Bellevue tips off at 3 o'clock. Ballard and Liberty tomorrow, opening up the Sea King at 7 p.m. They will play, the winner will play Rainier Beach on Tuesday. And Franklin and West Seattle also tipping off tomorrow at 7 p.m. They will play Lake Washington. The winner will play Lake Washington on Tuesday. These games tomorrow for the boys and Sea King are all loser out games. So must win to move on. But the 4 teams to have those first round buys, as you can see, are both today's winner and loser, as well as Rainier Beach and Lake Washington all have buys and will not play until Tuesday. The third round will take place on the February 17th and the 18th, which is on Thursday and Friday. And then we will cover that championship game for the Sea King 6:30 p.m. at Bellevue College right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. So look for your local listings on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, broadcasting on all those video platforms just for you. We're also doing a lot for Black History Month, you guys, and that includes a comedy Valentine's Day Raw-a-thon this Monday, 7 p.m. There will be a hosting by longtime comedian Rod Long hosting that event on Monday at 7 p.m. Also, on Tuesday, a panel discussion for being an African immigrant in Black America. That goes down at 7 p.m. next Tuesday, the 15th. On Thursday, the 17th, we got Blacks in Tech panel hosted by Al Heron at 5 o'clock on Thursday. And then it all cranks up for the final week of the month with a panel discussion on Black health and wellness on the 21st at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, a couple events for you. An African workshop for Taswira at 11 a.m. on Tuesday the 22nd. That night, on the 22nd, a musical performance from Bob Loveless and Friends at 7. On Wednesday, Blacks in Trades, hosted by Mark Scally, How to Be Your Own Boss, on Wednesday the 23rd. And then on the 24th, there will be an old school music party with special guest DJs from 8 to 10 p.m. at the Columbia City Theater. And then finally, the 25th, the opening ceremonies of the Women of Black Wall Street exhibit. There will be authentic memorabilia from Tulsa's thriving Black Wall Street, accompanied with stories of the Black women who were an essential part of the business community. And then on Saturday, the Black Wall Street Vendor Fair will take place from noon to 5 p.m. at the Columbia City Theater. The Black Wall Street exhibit will also take place Saturday, December 26th, noon until 8 p.m. And there will be guest speakers from Tulsa descendants of Black Wall Street business owners. Sunday, February 27th. Quite a lot of Black history coverage for Rainier Avenue Radio. You can see all of those events on all of our video platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, as well as our stream, which you can listen to live, RainierAvenueRadio.world, RainierAvenueRadio.world, and also on the also on our app. You can download that for free, iPhone and Android users, Rainier Avenue Radio. You can check it out right there. Ricky Monroe showing love to Joyce Walker right there. Joyce is a legend. Tommy Rain as well. Inside, Ricky Monroe says inside out. Garfield, easy buckets for number 34. Too fancy, just go for the rack, stop, and pop. And we're going to go ahead and throw it to Tony B and Joyce Walker.
All right, Rainier Avenue Radio World. It's me, Tony B. We are at halftime, and I want to remind everyone, that tomorrow, actually, at Epiphany School in Denny Way in Seattle, there's a COVID-19 vaccination event. We've been talking a little bit about that. I've shared that you're 12 times more likely to get COVID if you don't have a vaccine. Then again, tomorrow at the Sullivan Center at Tequila Village, there's a free vaccination event for boosters, first shots, and children. And if it's your first shot, congratulations, you'll get a $50 gift card. That's 10 to 2. That's tomorrow at Sullivan Center at Tequila Village. If this is your first shot, you're going to get a $50 gift card. Look, we're here. We've got fans in the stands. Joyce, this is what I'm talking about. This is the road to recovery. How much difference does it make for us to have the fans here? And we get to hear the back and forth, all good nature stuff. But that's what rivalry is all about. That's what sport is. Fans got to be in the stands.
Yeah, we're just feeding off the energy. It allows us to get to a next level too, right? Yeah. And to see the opposing teams and how the pride is being displayed right in front of us about how important their team is and how much they want their team to be on top at the end of the night.
And of course, as you know, Joyce, all of that ends up on the floor with these players who either have to block it out and do what they have to do or use it for energy.
You got to play. You got to play.
Here we go to start the second half. The ball is...
And we're going to see the first 5 minutes will tell us a lot, too.
Deidre with the ball, drops it down the low to McCullum, and that's what Garfield can do pretty much anytime they want to, it seems like.
I've been saying, go to this man, right? They have no answer. 34 was even grabbing his jersey, and they didn't even call that, and he scored a basket.
Sherelle McCullum playing what you call it, Joyce? Bully ball. Down low. It's a bucket, and we're going to have a foul call. Yes, we're going to have a foul call.
That's a tough call right there.
So 7:33 here to go in the third quarter. 32-26. Seattle Prep on top of Garfield in the Metro League Championship. Skip pass over to Velling, back to Smith. Smith on the right baseline. Fires the pass out to Chris King. His pass is stolen away by Corn Robinson. Robinson dips, dives, weaves, protects the ball with the right hand, goes up, shot doesn't go though.
Got to finish that.
In the front court, Mr. Russ drives to the hoop, and are we going to get a foul or an offensive foul?
That's how you got to play. Both teams drawing charges. Got to play that way.
That's going to be an offensive foul on Tyler Russ. Corn Johnson walks the ball across the half-court line. Double team. Back to McCullum. Open shot doesn't go from the three-point line. Battle for the rebound. Velling takes it away. McCullum in there battling for it. Braden Smith with it now, screened by Velling. Smith drives on the right side, lays it up and in. Braden Smith.
I think that man again, number 24, Braden Smith.
Listen, I think right now the team needs a bucket. Taking it upon himself to make it happen.
The Bulldogs got to get an easy basket.
And McCullum passed down low, taken away by Braden Smith, Joyce. And a Braden Smith pass to Russ for an open layup. And I'm saying that name, Joyce, because we know that man can play all facets of this game.
You know what Braden Smith is doing? So far, he's creating his own Picasso out here. He's letting you know that, look, I got to be the tallest and the fastest. I'm going to make something happen for my team.
36-26. Ball down low to Stewart. Stewart goes up, powers his way to the hoop, plays through the foul, and one. Bucket by Jalen Stewart. So you're Garfield right now, Joyce. That helps, that bucket there. But what do you need to do in order to interrupt what Prep is doing right now? Because
First
they're
of
in
all,
their
they're getting
game.
beat backdoor cuts. They're getting beat with people flashing down the middle. They're giving them second shots. Hey, they got to play defense first, and they got to share the ball and move their body. I think we talked about this at the Rainier Beach
We
game. The
did.
same thing.
We
Move
did.
the ball.
And
Not one player is going to beat you.
Marinkovic inbounds the ball to Braden Smith, wasn't ready for it, and so there's a turnover for Garfield. An opportunity now to convert this into a bucket. After the three-point play, Garfield only down 7. And Johnson rises for a 3. Shot doesn't go. Big rebound from Russ up high. Gets the ball in the hands of Braden Smith. Smith drives, dishes, and passes off to Russ. Russ in for the layup, and again, Braden Smith into the kill box.
If you can't stop the head of the snake, which is Braden Smith, you're in for a long night.
38-29. Prep back up by 9. Massey with the ball. Johnson drives, puts a shot up, blocked, hits off the side of the backboard in the hands of Braden Smith, leading the Chargers. Smith all the way. Smith with the left hand off the glass in the bucket. Braden Smith and 1. Oh, boy.
Braden Smith's putting on a clinic. They got Garfield reeling right now. They're reeling because he's getting to wherever he wants on the floor.
Now, we saw in the Rainier Beach game, they started double teaming him to take the ball out of his hands. If you're Garfield, do you want to do that now?
Yeah, Garfield's taking tough shots again, though. It's like if the ball don't move and the body don't move, then you're living and dying on whether that tough shot goes in.
41-29.
Timeout. Probably a timeout time.
And Braden Smith, if you don't call a timeout, I'm taking the ball. But we have a timeout on the court right now. Seattle Prep and the enthusiastic fans right behind us.
Hey, and Mr. Christian King walked to the bench, throwing his hands up to the Seattle Prep crowd and said, come on, give us some more. We might need all of it to get out of here with this W. And they're responding.
Mr. Bellis, what do we got going on?
Yeah, thank you, Tony B. and Joyce Walker. Districts are all starting for all boys tomorrow. That includes District 1, District 3/4, and 8. All those games taking place tomorrow. Some big ones happening right off the bat. Auburn's playing number 8 Gig Harbor tomorrow, as well as an opening round Metro one between O'Day and Bellevue, 2 ranked teams with a loser-out game right there between those two. And in the Westco of 1, Shorecrest and Arlington facing off against each other, a couple of ranked teams right there. I believe Westco is actually in their second round. They actually started their tournament a couple days ago, but we're ready to get back to play.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. We've got great programming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, talk shows, comedy shows. We are celebrating Black History Month all month long right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. As a matter of fact, as Ledger Smiley enters the game, a couple substitutions for Garfield. Open shot, and Massey converts to 3. We're going to have
much needed by Mr. Massey, that 3-pointer.
We are going to be having a panel discussion on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. The topic is being an African immigrant in Black America. And that is certainly going to be a perspective that you don't hear every day, but you will hear it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Panelists are Shukri Olo, and then also Moki, and I don't remember the last name, and then also Eddie Rye Jr. McCullum tries to work down low. McCullum gets that shot that he can get anytime that he wants to. Turns
I
and
would
puts
not
it in.
do anything but that for a while. I would go in there to Mr. McCullum every time. There's no answer.
Bulldogs pull back within 7 just when Seattle Prep was fired away. Christian King with the ball. Stops, pops. Pay attention. Don't forget about me. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor.
Mr. King said, you reach, I teach. Okay? Garfield player reached in. He just kept another dribble and just elevated up over him.
Yeah. and so confident with that shot. He shoots it like every time I take a shot, I expect it to go in.
And he took a shot in rhythm, though. It wasn't like pressured, forced. He got to a spot and just elevated.
We are here in the third quarter, 43.
I think one of the ways Garfield can get back in here is you keep using the big man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Because if you can continue to do that, somebody's going to have to dive down and help. And then the shooters get more open shots, more confident shots, right?
So far, again, it looks like he can do that whenever he wants to. And it ain't certainly been something that they've seemed like they've had an answer for. Right. Now, I don't know what's going on within the
they're used to hitting
scheme of the offense.
Shots. They're used to, coming out. They in a pressure cooker with Seattle Prep. Seattle Prep just came through a war of an overtime game on Wednesday.
So at this time, do you go to the dance with what you got, or do you change your game plan and maybe
you better
start
go
focusing
inside
around?
until you can get some easier shots. That's what I would do.
Garfield with the ball. Jalen Stewart rises, spins, hangs in the air, gets fouled. And
Jalen Stewart got an incredible game, right? He got an incredible game. But sometimes he gets lost. He don't keep his foot on the pedal. Like he can score just like that anytime he wants to. But he just kind of laid back in temperament. But he better come up out of it tonight if they want this Metro Championship.
And Stewart's first shot bounces, and finally goes out. 43-34, 9-point lead, 4:06 here to go in the third quarter. Seattle Prep in front, 43-34. Hey, if you like what you're seeing right now, why don't you give us a donation? Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio .world. We are our community radio station, and that is how we survive your donations. So,
and they got Young Brown that's 5 inches shorter on Mr. King. Let's just pay attention. Let's pay attention to this if the ball gets to Mr. King's hand. He's like 5 inches shorter.
And they got him posted up. They do get it in his hands. King turns, wheels and deals, hits an open Marinkovic. Marinkovic doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. That's won by McCullum. And Joyce, they did exactly what you suggested. They went to the mismatch, and then he kicked it out for an open shot. It just didn't go down. And driving into the lane, nice pass to Giselle Brown. Corey Johnson.
Penetrate, dish, dive. Easy money.
Quickly, Braden Smith back up the other way, and that's going to be off his leg again. Corey Johnson slapped that ball and went off Braden Smith's leg and out of bounds. Garfield down now suddenly by only 6 points.
Here they come. Let's see if they can put a little more pressure, because Seattle Prep's very comfortable right now. They're very comfortable.
Corin Robinson in the front court. Marinkovic is guarding him back out on top of Jalen Stewart. Legend Smiley takes the three. Doesn't go this time. Rebounded by Hoffman. Hoffman in the backcourt brings the ball up, puts it in the hands of that man, Braden Smith. Knocked away by Corin Johnson.
Corin has done that a couple times. He anticipates really well, and he stretches out that body.
3:10 here left to go in the third quarter. Seattle Prep on top here at Seattle Pacific University Royal Braun Pavilion. Tony B and the legend, Joyce Walker. Black History Month, celebrating it all month long, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Braden Smith with the ball. Russ has it back there again, a little careless with the ball handling, and
that's how they get back in the game. You got to pressure Seattle Prep's intensity.
So Garfield will get the ball back on the turnover.
They got the baby Smiley on the floor, so he must be prepared to get buckets.
If he's in the game, that's his job. That pass, entry pass, taken away by Braden Smith. Stops, passes the ball off to Marinkovic. No bucket. They're going to call a charging foul. And Joyce, they've been consistent with that all night.
Made 3 incredible plays the last 3 possessions.
Yes.
Corey Johnson for the Bulldogs.
Tomasi inbounds the ball. It's going to go to Corey Johnson.
Turn it over, though. Got to value the possession.
And we know he can score. Jalen Stewart stops behind the back, spins right, shoots, Doesn't go. Massey gets the rebound, loses the ball, though. Christian King ends up with it. Braden Smith with it.
Seattle Prep very fortunate this game ain't like close to being tied up.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Russ with the ball as Seattle Prep works the offense. Braden Smith with it. 8 seconds, and Braden Smith finds a wide open Hoffman. Braden Smith, the floor general.
Slipped that screen on him. He slipped it. He went to set the screen, and he dove right to the open spot.
And Braden Smith found them, and they're executing, Joyce, as we have McCullum down low, and then they foul him. This time McCullum takes the ball, does what he does, goes to the line. Joyce, right now Seattle Prep is executing.
Yes.
But Garfield isn't going anywhere. Garfield is still right in this game.
Garfield's executing too, but they got to finish. At the end of the day, you got to handle the pressure. You got to put the ball in the hole.
McCullum has been key in this quarter, and they have gone to him. And McCullum has responded. McCullum hits the first free throw. Second free throw by McCullum. That one's good as well. Garfield again down by 6. Garfield Justice, one-man backcourt press on Braden Smith. Ball comes to Hoffman. Hoffman and Russ. Prep operating in between the half-court line and the free throw line. Smith with it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Marinkovic is open, gets it to Hoffman. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hoffman's shot is blocked away. Ball is still in bounds. Somebody better shoot it. Braden Smith does. Rebounded by Johnson in the front court. Fadeaway desperation three-footer by Braden Smith. Doesn't go. They get the ball back down low to McCullum. McCullum finds an open Brown. Misses the point-blank jumper. McCullum gets the rebound. Brown gets the rebound. Again misses a shot inside. This time Seattle Prep comes away with it. Braden Smith finds Russ. Russ is fouled on the way to the hoop.
Hey, you get the shot you want, and you can't look for the ref to bail you out on layups. You got to make the layup, and whether they call it or not, you got to finish down here. So Garfield got 3 great looks at the basket.
So here with 59.2 seconds left, Russ will go to the line. Russ sinks the first free throw, giving Seattle Prep. Remember, Coach Kelly wanted to talk to us after the last game.
Ref wanted to talk because the boy getting scratched all up.
Oh, I said,
he still got to make the
after
layup.
the Rainier Beach game, Coach Kelly wanted to talk to us. We'll
Yeah,
see how he feels after this game.
He probably really want to talk to us now if he can figure out how to close this door.
And the second free throw goes every which way out and then back in. Again, 8-point lead now for Seattle Prep Panthers. Metro League Championship on the line. Johnson double team. Again, now they get the pass down low to McCullum. McCullum answers, lays it up softly over the lip. McCullum has been unstoppable this quarter for the Garfield Bulldogs. Back within 6.
You got to keep feeding him. Got to keep feeding him.
Well, they seem like they know what works. They found it, and they're going to it. Still down by 6. Russ with the ball, looking for Braden Smith with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Smith drives, kicks it out to an open Marinkovic. Marinkovic's 3 doesn't go. High up for the rebound.
You see that big man go up, McCullum go get that rebound?
Massey went way up to get the rebound. McCullum got it, but Massey was way up there. Shot missed. Braden Smith looks back at the shot clock. 5-4. Pass is stripped away. And are they going to call a foul? I think they are. And if that foul's on,
I don't think there's nothing to really talk about on that play right there. It's like they putting a lot of pressure on Baby Smiley to come and hit that shot, right? He a baby. I know he's hit him, but he ain't never been in this.
So, Joyce, that is the 4th foul on Corin Johnson. That is big news for Garfield. And did they just call? We are waiting to see what just happened. And again, we'll see before we, but Then
He got technical.
he did get a T. And if he got a T, then he's done for the rest of the
but
game.
that's what we're talking about, right? Let's keep your composure. This is the first time Garfield's been challenged. And you know what? It could serve him well, right? It could serve him well. But in this game right here, they're clearly at this point being outplayed.
Yeah. Well,
At this point.
you know, I remember what Mike Tyson said. He said everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face.
Yeah. And this may not be a bad thing for the Bulldogs, but we're not saying it's over because we got a whole fourth quarter.
Still a fourth quarter left.
The troops might galvanize, and that might make them, because you can't rely on one player to win it for you anyway.
And that is a deep Garfield bench, and it's next man up. So Russ.
And this isn't dropping your head now. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
So Russ sinks both free throws and comes in here in front of us to bring the ball in bounds, and Seattle Prep is up by 8, 3.7 seconds left. They do get the ball in the hands of Braden Smith. 2 seconds,
again.
1 second. Smith stops, pops, and in and out. The shot does not go for Braden Smith. Joyce, we've got 8 minutes of Metro Championship basketball left.
And we got the perceived underdog up by 8.
Yes.
Perception ain't reality tonight.
You know, they've seen this before. They've been on the verge of elimination with 2 seconds left and the ball at 94 feet away from the hoop and survived.
Look, I'm going to just say this. Coach Kelly been in big ones before like this too. Javon Nick has been in big ones like this before too. Javon this is his ride as a head coach, right?
Joining me after we go to Daniel Bellis, Rick Dupree will have your fourth quarter play-by-play. We're going to go quickly to Daniel Bellis.
Yep, and the Sea King districts here for all these Metro and also Kingco teams is starting tomorrow. And as you can see on your bracket there, there's a plethora of teams that will kick off the Sea Kings tomorrow with loser-out games, and those being Eastside Catholic versus Hazen at 1:15, O'Day versus Bellevue at 3, Ballard at Liberty, that's at 7 p.m., Franklin at West Seattle at 7 p.m. Both the winner and loser of this contest will get a first-round bye and play on Tuesday. The winner will host the winner of Eastside Catholic and Hazen, and the loser will host O'Day and Bellevue. And I think we're ready for a fourth quarter.
And we are back.
Here
Seattle
we
Prep
go,
leading
Ricky.
it 49-41, and they have the ball as well. Tell you what, a tough third quarter there for the Bulldogs, Joyce. And I tell you that call at the end, Corey Johnson, I don't know what he said to the official, but it looked like he went over, was saying, hey, whatever. It didn't look like he was animated. And officials have to have a little tougher skin, number one. And number two, for a kid to be basically thrown out of the game, I mean, that's his fifth foul. He's done. That's
we
a
hope
tough
not
one.
in the magnitude of this game,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We hope.
Well, yeah.
But Corn has to exercise some restraint too, right?
Yeah.
With that situation.
Yeah.
Because if we're fouling way at the half court,
Right.
it just puts the whole team in a precarious situation.
So with 7:30 left to go here in the ball game, Seattle Prep leading Garfield 49-41. This is the Metro Boys Championship game. Legend Smiley on the top. The freshman ball goes in and out, kind of rolls around. And Legend Smiley.
It's a big game for the freshman to be taking big shots like that.
Yeah.
Not that he can't hit them, because we know he can.
And coming up with the steal, that is Kinzel Massey. And Massey takes it to the basket, and it's going to be good. He's fouled. So that may be the type of play, Joyce, that turns the tide around and can turn the momentum. We shall see.
Yeah, we know Garfield ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's up to Seattle Prep now to see if they can get to the finish line up by 1.
So Kinzel Massey gets the steal and the basket and fouled. He'll go to the line, try to make the three-point play at the line. You hear the Prep fans. The shot is up, and it is good. Tell you what, the pressure of
we got
the game.
2-possession game right now. Two possession.
Yeah. 49-44, Seattle Prep leading by 5. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Braden Smith over to Tyler Russ. Russ now bringing it out, guarded by Jalen Stewart. Over to Nevin Marinkovic. Legend Smiley guarding him. Christian King over to Braden Smith. Drives the baseline. Kicks it
That's
out.
what's been
Russ.
killing them all night.
Russ, the shot on the baseline
They missed
won't
one.
go. Yep. Bulldogs with the rebound. Jalen Stewart brings it across the timeline, then hits it over to Raphael Justice, and there is a call underneath, I believe, on Seattle Prep. Tell you what, Sherelle McCullum Jr.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He is a load.
What did that say the first quarter?
So
Get that man the
down to
ball.
the big boy.
Get that man the ball.
And he is making Seattle Prep pay.
There's no answer for him on this floor.
So McCullum to the line. He was fouled away from the ball. And Joyce, I'm trying to figure out why he's at the line. Oh, that was a 17 foul. Yeah, 17. So he's at the line shooting 1-1. And first free throw is up and in, so he'll get a second one.
And he's got a nice stroke on his free throw, too.
He does. You know, for a big man, I mean, he's 3 for 3 at the line all here in the second half. That was his 15th point. Can get 16 right here if he can hit this free throw and pull the Bulldogs to within 3. Shot is up, and it is good as well. So, Joyce, just like that, it's a 3-point ball game.
After all that.
6:30 left to go. Yep. And Seattle Prep leading at 49-46.
Can't foul out there, though. You just can't foul that far away. You just got to keep your feet moving.
Braden Smith takes it all the way to the basket. Won't go. Sherelle McCullum with the rebound out to Jalen Stewart. Oh, watch out, baby. Jalen Stewart puts it down with authority. Oh, the fans are on their feet in the house, Joyce. The Bulldogs across from us.
Hey, that's what we expected from them all night, though, right?
Yeah. Woo! Let me tell you, the steal and then Jalen Stewart, you knew what was coming. They list him as 6'7", and that's a big young man.
Seattle Prep has almost played the perfect game, right?
Yeah,
They
and still
almost played the perfect game.
and Joyce, and they're only up
It's
one.
a 1-point lead by them.
Yeah.
If Garfield can continue to go inside and ride that big boy McCullum, you can give yourself more positive plays.
They've got to, again, I would think Garfield has to, again, play within themselves, not force it, not play one-on-one.
You don't need a hero shot.
Yeah.
Go inside,
Yeah.
and when the double comes, then the shooter has time to line it up, look at it, and deliver.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, we got
And
6:13.
Braden Smith is out there creating his own Picasso. I said it earlier. Like, if you don't figure out how to at least keep the ball out of his hand a couple possessions, it still might not turn out in your favor.
Yeah. Now, Braden Smith is a load. And if you're enjoying our broadcast, you can contribute and help us to continue to bring broadcasts like this. Go to Venmo and donate at Rainier Avenue Radio. We'd appreciate your support. We are a nonprofit organization, and that will allow us to continue to bring you great broadcasts like this. Right now, Braden Smith across the timeline, taking it all the way down, almost loses it, gets it back. Baseline jumper, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, Raphael Justice
That's the one thing. That's the one thing that you got to guard against, right? Got to guard against that. You play great defense all the way through, and you bail out on the elbow.
Out on the jumper, yep. So Braden Smith, I mean, just forces that action, Joyce. He's so quick, and as you said, that floor general sees the whole court, and he will read what's open. He'll draw the deepness to him, kick it out, and when he doesn't need to kick it out, he has
and one of the things he does incredibly great, I'm going to take a name back from the past, Alvin Vaughn. Alvin Vaughn would get in the key, and y'all from basketball folklore in this town, you know. Yep. Alvin Vaughn used to get in the key, and he would hang just a couple seconds as you was going down. He was making the right read for an easy basket for his opponent. He got some of that in him.
Yeah, he does.
That's a compliment, folks.
Yes. Braden Smith hits the first free throw. We'll have one more, 50-48. Seattle Prep leading at 6 minutes even left to go in the ball game. This is the Metro Boys Championship. We're at Seattle Prep University. We're at Seattle Pacific University.
SPU is on fire, y'all.
Braden Smith hits the second free throw, giving the Panthers a 3-point lead, 51-48. I'm Rick Dupree along with Joyce Walker. And Jalen Stewart with it between the legs, backs out. Looking for the jumper. He's going to take it, the three-pointer. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Raphael, ball still loose. And Christian King comes up with it in the hands of Braden Smith. He's off and running. Braden Smith gets down court in a hurry, let me tell you. And Smith with it, going to his left. Finds King. King now guarded by Justice. Back out to Braden Smith, 13 on the shot clock. Smith takes it, kicks it out. And the drive to the basket. The shot was no good. That was Rinkovich. And McCullum with the rebound. Bulldogs down in a hurry. Kenzel Massey, and I think it's going to be a foul on the floor. Yep. So he will be shooting 1-1. That's the 8th team foul. So Joyce, that's big. Now both teams actually in the bonus now. The next Garfield foul will be their 7th. So Seattle Prep will be shooting 1-1. But that's the 8th team foul. So one more.
And that's why you attack the basket, right?
Yeah.
Put the pressure on the defense to play defense.
And the Bulldogs didn't do that in the first half, we noticed. And now they're in the bonus. Massey, his first free throw. It is good. So he'll get a second one.
Mr. Massey got a nice stroke, too.
Yeah, he does. 6'6" senior guard. And he plays above the rim. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. Nothing but net. So that makes it a 1-point ball game. 51-50, 5:02 left to go in the ball game.
Here's what Garfield's got to be aware of. That point guard, number 22, is going to force the issue.
Yeah.
Okay? Braden Smith's going to force the issue. And if you get your hand in the cookie jar, he's going to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah. Smith over to King. King on top, 20 on the shot clock. Back to Braden Smith, guarded by Tremaine Guidry. Smith, little jumper from the paint, won't go, hits it back iron. And tell you what, Sherelle McCollum making sure that they're only getting one shot. He is playing big tonight. Jalen Stewart, long three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Stewart for 3. Oh, it's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs, 4:25.
Hey, Jalen Stewart, if he ever get killer instinct, he going to be a monster.
Joyce, come on.
A monster.
Braden Smith takes it all the way to the window. It's good. Off the glass. With the big guys.
When he gets killer instinct,
Mr.
Jalen Stewart is going to be hard to handle.
I'm going to see his grandpa in the morning, Big Bull Stewart.
Tell Mr. Bull.
Better a lot of fire under your grandson.
Yeah, because he got a beautiful game.
Yeah, he does. That is a big young man. Not only is he listed at 6'7", but
and if you're ranked number 1 and you ain't lost, you should be able to handle.
Yeah.
Okay? These games are good for both teams. Yeah. Both teams are going to be a problem in the districts and the state tournament.
No doubt.
Both of these teams.
But this is where you earn your stripes. You know, okay, hey, we see what you're made of right now. Okay, it's a tie ball game, 53 all, 4:14 left. You have not played. If you're Garfield, you have not played your best game, and it's a tie ball game. If you're Seattle Prep,
and one of your sweet strokers
is on the bench. Yeah,
fouled out.
Yep. That being Corin Johnson.
Young man up.
Yep. There you go, Joyce. It's like, hey, okay, my opportunity.
Y'all talking about playing time. Yeah. Okay, here you go.
Yep. You wanted it.
Because you know if you go to Garfield, be like, well, my son ain't playing or he ain't getting no opportunity.
Yep. And here it is. All right, so 4:14 left to go in the ball game. We are all knotted up at 53. I'm Rick Dupree along with Joyce Walker. And Coach Javon Nickens of the Bulldogs talking there with one of the officials, pleading his case. I'm not sure what, but just making sure he's all on the same page.
I'm waiting for Baby Smiley to have his moment.
Yeah.
Baby Smiley. You done missed a couple open ones. Let's see what you got, Baby Smiley.
And you know what? He's still, his demeanor, everything, he's still calm out there, not pressing, not forcing. And they're getting him open, looking for him. Jalen Stewart, 19 on the shot clock. Now he waves Smiley off. Over to Massey. Massey to Smiley. Smiley guarded by Braden Smith. Smiley. And the jumper. Oh, Raphael Justice knocks it down.
He pulled that one out of his hat.
Yeah. So the Bulldogs back on top, 55-53. 3:38 left to go in the ball game. Justice knocks it out of the hands of Braden Smith off the Bulldog. So
Coach
Panthers-
pulling out offense to defense.
yeah.
He got him rotating in and out of Coach J. Von Nickens.
And Joyce, I mean, you talked about that last game, is like or early in the game. You know, you want to keep a unit in there. You want to get some continuity. You know, it's tough when you're going in and out like that. But hey,
Because you got Braylon. Braylon get that ball. He either fouling him or he making plays for his teammates on that Seattle Prep. Look, you just left the wrong man.
Christian King, long three-pointer, won't go.
Woo, dodged the bullet
Sherelle
there.
McCollum Jr.
Got
there
the
for
shot they
rebound.
wanted.
Yeah. And McCollum, Joyce, I tell you what, he is making sure, he is controlling that defensive glass, making sure that Prep is not getting an offensive rebound, getting a second shot.
There is no answer for Sherelle McCollum Jr.
Come on.
Look, Coach over there, look. Coach Kelly over there said, please shoot the jump shot. Please shoot the jump shot. Don't go inside to Mr. McCollum. He's hoping they don't go in there.
Yeah, that's the truth. So 3:15 left to go in the ball game. The Bulldogs with the ball and the lead, 55-53. Rod Marr is the man up in the house. All right. And
But what a great game again.
Yeah.
We're so blessed to be able to just call what we see and hope the people at home kind of can follow along with us, even though they're not here, right?
Yep.
We hope they get to get an
Yep.
inkling of a feeling of what we're experiencing here at the pavilion.
Absolutely. And here we are. Now they're looking at us. Rick Dupree along with Joyce Walker. Oh, and I want to say a big thank you to Patricia Hartnell, and she donating some resources to Rainier Avenue Radio. We appreciate that. And if you want to support what we're doing, donate on Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. And the Hartnells, I want to say hi to Grandma. She is in Spokane listening to Auntie in Brooklyn, New York, and they are listening to us right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Also, I saw a text from my good friend former Marva Spotsville, now Marva Brooks in Detroit, Garfield alum. Sherelle McCollum taking it inside. The big guy, and boy, just forcing it in. Oh, Sherelle McCollum Jr. giving
We
the
ain't no
Bulldogs.
prognosticators or nothing, but it's obvious if you go inside to that big boy, he going to deliver tonight. He said,
Joyce,
ride my shoulders
You
tonight.
go inside, it's going to be good. So McCollum gives the Bulldogs a 4-point lead, 57-53. Christian King, three-pointer, won't go. Legend Smiley with the rebound. Kicks it back to Raphael Justice. Justice slows it down. 2:30 left to go. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Justice directing traffic, gets it into Jalen Stewart. Now down to McCollum. McCollum on the baseline. Double team. McCollum goes in, and he's going to the line. And Joyce, that's what you want. Either you get the lay-in or you get fouled. You're going to the line. And the big guy's already shown he can hit the free throw. 4 for 4 tonight so far.
This game ain't that hard sometimes. Sometimes it can be difficult, but sometimes there's some obvious stuff going on in there.
Well,
when you got a man that's got that body size of Mr. McCollum Jr., you got to use that.
And you called that early on, Joyce. And I think
Yes.
Javon Nickens finally heard you. Said, okay, Joyce. First free throw is up and in.
And he got a nice stroke. He's delivering at the free throw line, which ain't always an easy thing.
Yeah. Well, even for the great shooters, quote unquote.
No.
And McCollum, 6'7" junior, and making Seattle Prep pay tonight. Second free throw is up and hits it back iron, no good. But there for the rebound is Tremaine Guidry, and Guidry's fouled on the rebound. And that's going to be the 10th.
Went up there amongst the trees and got an offensive rebound, another value possession.
So that is the 10th team foul. So Tremaine Guidry will go to the line in the double bonus. He'll have 2 shots.
Look at the size of number 3, Stewart and
oh,
McCollum.
Yeah, those are some big boys. Yeah. Both of them go at 6'7", and both of them got some meat on their bones. Tremaine Guidry, first free throw is good. And Sherelle McCollum had 6 points in the first half, 19 for the game. Now they have gone to him in that second half, 13 points in the second half. Guidry's second free throw is up and in, so the Bulldogs win. It counts.
Guidry been on that shooting machine.
Yeah.
I see him. Rotation and everything. Go ahead, Guidry.
So 2:11 to go in the ball game. Braden Smith gets a screen coming down, looking for something, driving. Now kicks it over to Russ, and the long three-pointer. Braden Smith for 3. Don't count him out yet, baby.
It ain't over yet.
Panthers ain't going nowhere. 60,
Braden
56.
Smith still on the floor, y'all.
Yeah. A minute 48 left to go in the ball game. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs moving around. Tremaine Guidry, the three-pointer from the top. Guidry, a big three-pointer. Tremaine Guidry.
Hey, off the bench, cold.
Yeah.
Had enough balls to
Braden
pull up
Smith.
that shot. That one's off.
Yep, forced it a little bit, but there for the rebound is Christian King. King puts it back up. It's good. Oh, they're going back and forth, Joyce. 63-58, a minute 20 left to go in the ball
Young
game.
man, play yourself this game you love. Job, young man.
And
wow.
Coach Javon Nickens wants to talk it over. So we got, let me set it. A minute 12 left to go in the ball game. Bulldogs leading by 5, 63-58. And they have the rock as well. Timeout here. What a game, Joyce. Got two good ones
Amazing.
tonight. Yeah.
Amazing.
Two good ones. So if you just joined us, you missed the earlier game. The Garfield girls are winner over Lakeside, and they are the Metro champions. And I was looking for my sheet. I can't remember the score, but Garfield won that one. So the Bulldogs trying to go 2 for 2 tonight, Joyce, and take home both the boys and the girls'
teams have had
crowns.
to earn it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
it ain't over
yeah.
yet.
It is not over.
For Garfield, the boys.
And
but
Lakeside,
they had to earn it.
And Lakeside made the girls work. Yeah.
Gave
they
them all
really
they
did.
could handle.
Yep. So a minute
And that's
12.
what you want. If you're going for a championship and it's a city thing, neighborhood thing, come on, you bring your best, I bring my best.
Yep, exactly. And after the game, much respect. All right, Jalen Stewart with the ball, splits the defenders, takes it into the paint. The kind of little runner won't go. On the other end, Christian King loses footing, but gets it, tries to dunk it, but it hits the back iron, won't go. And the ball came down to Marinkovic, and then he was fouled by Jalen Stewart. So
yeah, Mr. King.
Yeah, King was
missed
over, but it hit the back iron. Yeah.
Couple big shots down the stretch.
He went up
he
for the
he was trying to bring the house down on that one.
He went up for the dunk, but Legend Smiley was right there saying, I don't think so. So Legend Smiley will go to the bench coming back
still
in.
A two-possession game, y'all. 57 seconds, a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
You got some three-point shooters, both teams. But Prep's got some guys that can knock that down. And Marinkovic's free throw is no good. Hits hard off the back iron. So with 52 seconds left to go in the ball game, Garfield leading 63-58. Inside to McCollum. Some hands. Look at those hands, Joyce.
Football player.
The high pass. He went up and got it. High pointed. Got his space. Boy, Sherelle McCollum Jr. has shown up tonight.
That wasn't a but a football move right there, baby. He said, give me my space, and I'm going to get this.
Man, he went up.
Beautiful thing.
So McCollum will go to the line. He has 2 shots.
You can't even teach that. That's a whole football thing, the way he got space and then went down and got that ball.
I tell you what, if I'm a football coach, I'm looking at him 6'7", and that body, that's my tight end, let me tell you.
That was amazing.
So McCollum's first free throw hits the back iron, so he went 5 for 5 and then has missed his last 2 now at the free throw line. He'll have 1 more. Again, want to remind you, you can donate. If you enjoy what you're hearing, donate to us. Go to Venmo and donate at Rainier Avenue Radio. Also want to say a big thank you to Public Health, Seattle King County, for their support of this broadcast. McCollum's second free throw, no good as well. So, George, he's missed his last 3 after hitting his
They're going
first
to leave
5.
us with some drama. They're going to leave us with some drama. They're going to leave us with some
Raiden
drama.
Smith from
okay?
NBA three-point range won't go. Jalen Stewart, and watch out, it's coming down. Jalen Stewart. And the Bulldog fans are on their feet. Stewart with the 2-hand slam, and then the block on the other end. McCollum, and the Bulldogs are running. Raphael Justice lays it in. Oh, and the Bulldogs. Joyce, they turned it on here at the end.
Look. That's the kind of team they got, though, right?
Yep. When they need to do it. And so
I'm really impressed at how Garfield stemmed the tide when everything was going against them, and Braden Smith was putting on a clinic. And somehow Garfield got a stop. They got a couple stops, and they went back to their money, going back to Mr. Sherelle McCollum.
And he has been big for the Bulldogs. Christian King at the line was fouled, so he'll have 2 shots, I believe, Joyce. First free throw is up and in. So if it was 1-1, he'll get the second in now. That makes it a 8-point ball game, 67-59 with only 12 seconds left to go. And
he about to get.
Yeah, so the officials there, and I'm not sure what the call is. So they get things squared away. King will have one more shot. It's up and good as well. So it makes it a 7-point lead and a quick foul on the inbounds play. So it looks like Raphael Justice, and it's in the double bonus, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots. I guess, Joyce, at this point, yeah, with 11 seconds, 11.7, you got to foul and hope they miss a free throw. But, stranger things have happened, but 11.7, 11.7 seconds left to play, and a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Raphael Justice can extend that lead to 8 or 9 if he hits these free throws. First free throw is up and hits the back iron, bounces off, no good. So already the foul paying off. Justice have one more free throw. It's up and no good as well. So Braden Smith with the ball across the timeline. He's got to
He
get the
might hit that from way over there.
And over to King. King, 3-pointer short, but there for the rebound.
Neither team.
Was Russ, and it's no good. And Garfield on the end, and that's going to do it. The Bulldogs win it 67-60. And Joyce, the Seattle Prep led it all the way. They had a 13-12 lead after 1, 32-24 at the half, 49-41 at the end of 3. But the final, Garfield 67-60. The Bulldogs take home the title.
Prevailed. They made the adjustments. They got some timely stops, and they went into their big man, changed the dynamics of the game.
Yeah, it really did.
But Seattle Prep went as long as they could. And the easy shots that they were hitting the other night or early on, a little short.
Yeah.
But hats off to both teams.
So Sherrell McCullum Jr. finished up with 19 points. Jalen Stewart, a big second half as well, had 5 in the first half.
Did we do okay?
And he got, my numbers are right, 11 in the second half, so finished with 16. But I'll tell you what, again, the story, as Joyce said, Sherrell McCullum Jr., the big guy, Garfield rode that big man, and tell you what, not only getting the ball underneath, getting the easy lay-ins, but he controlled the defensive glass as well, kept Prep off the offensive glass in that second half.
Blocks and the guard play, Look, the Braden Smith show, that's real, y'all. If y'all ain't never seen it, that's real, right?
Yeah, no
But the
doubt.
defense, Garfield guards just clamped a little bit tighter. Braden took some tougher shots, some that he was hitting earlier. And then Christian missed 3 or 4 down the stretch, and he'd been hitting everything.
Yeah, some big shots there. Christian King had some open shots, just not able to knock him down,
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
Yeah.
But we'll see these two teams again.
Oh, yeah.
As they march, right?
Yeah,
this game was great for Garfield, and it was great for Seattle Prep as well.
No doubt. That is Joyce Walker. I am Rick Dupree. And again, Garfield.
Love y'all. Signing off. See you next time.
Garfield girls a winner. They take the Metro Championship in the first game, and then the boys come back and beat Seattle Prep 67-60 to take the crown back to Garfield once again. So both Garfield teams. Yeah, did you hear Joyce? That's her alma mater. So for Joyce Walker, Tony B, I am Rick Dupree. Hope you have enjoyed our coverage. We will be back with the Sea-King districts next. And stay tuned on our website, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and you can get kind of as the games unfold, we will get the schedule out, and you will find out what game we will be covering, and it'll be right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Well, that's going to do it. I'm going to throw it over to Daniel B., and he will wrap things up. So again, Garfield, the boys, a big winner, 67-60 over Seattle Prep to win the Metro League title. Daniel?
They sure did, Rick. And we might be momentarily going to Tony. I think we got an interview ready with Tony B. Let's go right to him.
This is Tony B. I'm here with Coach Nickens. You faced adversity. You lost Corin Johnson. Tell us about the resilience of this team here.
Well, I'll tell you this. We weren't supposed to have them. And we went to Arizona this summer, so did Seattle Prep. And I thought we did extremely well down there without Corin. Having Corin is a luxury. But when you practice against this group every day, they're ready. I believe I got 2 starting 5s. I believe they could be anywhere else, but they chose to go to Garfield. And so when you lose a guy like that, the next man up.
It looked like you went to McCollum. Was that the game plan all along, or was that an adjustment that you made? McCollum made some big shots for you.
Yeah, well, he's been battling back injuries all week. I just told him he got to suck it up, but this is what men are made of. Also, I told him that they voted him 3rd team All-Metro. That was disrespectful, and he took it personal, and you see the outcome of that. So you tell me if he's not 1st team All-Metro.
Again, I'm Coach Nickens. When you're doing an undefeated season like you are, still undefeated, does that put additional pressure on you? Does that put additional pressure on your players now that you're moving to Sea King?
No, not at all. I told them when they signed up to go to Garfield, it was pressure. Not basketball, just being in the community, being a great student. That's pressure. Garfield's pressure within itself. So anybody that goes to Garfield or went to Garfield understands those pressures. So no, when you lean on the community, you lean on each other, then there ain't no pressure.
Coach, I want to give you the opportunity to say we got a bunch of folks listening from all over the place. Anything that you just want to say, your team, your players, to everybody listening and watching right now?
Just keep supporting us. Bulldog Nation, we're not done, but we're going to celebrate tonight, and we'll get back to work on Monday.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you have it, Mr. Bellis. And we'll go back to you for the wrap.
All right, yep. Here with Garfield defeating Prep 67-60, Metro champion, girls and boys, both of them. And that is finishing up what the Sea King is going to look like, and we'll throw it there on the screen there for you. As you can see, Garfield and Seattle Prep will host 2nd round games on Tuesday. Garfield will host the winner of Hazen versus Eastside Catholic. Seattle Prep will host the winner of Bellevue versus O'Day. Also taking place tomorrow, West Seattle versus Franklin and Liberty versus Ballard. All those are tomorrow, and they're all loser-out games. But Garfield, Seattle Prep, Rainier Beach, and Lake Washington can rest up because they'll play next on Tuesday. And that's right, Nancy Conyers. Girls and guys dominate again in 2022. And congrats to the Dogs. Again, those games tomorrow, which won't be broadcast on Rainier Avenue Radio, but will be happening. Eastside Catholic at Hazen at 1:15. O'Day at Bellevue at 3 p.m. Ballard at Liberty at 7 p.m. And Franklin at West Seattle at 7 p.m. We will cover both the boys and the girls championships for Sea King next Saturday, 6:30 p.m. for the boys, and then for the girls at 8:15. So 8:15 for the girls and 6:30 p.m. for the boys. We'll be at Bellevue College to broadcast you that championship for the boys and girls next Saturday. And we'd like to invite you for Black History Month, the final 2 weeks. Lots of events in store. You can see them all on your screen. Black Comedy Night is this Tuesday, hosted by comedian Rod Long. You can check it out at 7 p.m. Couple of panels coming up as well. Being an African immigrant in Black America on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And on Thursday, another panel, Blacks in Tex, hosted by Al Heron at 5 p.m. And then, as you can see, lots more for Black History in the final week, including an old school music party, more panels, a musical performance from Bob Lovelace, and an exhibit for Black Wall Street at the Columbia City Theater. So all of that going on for the final couple of weeks of Black History Month on Rainier Avenue Radio. You can check out all those events live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And we are live on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. And we want to invite you to donate. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, you can Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio, or you can donate via mail via Shunpike. And as you can see there on your screen, it's P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington 98118. P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington 98118. Or you can just do a Venmo, Rainier Avenue Radio. And these donations are tax deductible, so it'll work out for you at the end when you have to do your taxes at the end of next year. So support your community radio station. It costs money to bring you these games. It costs money to pay talent. It pays money to do equipment. If you want us to upgrade our broadcast, help us out. We'll do it. If you give us the money, donate, Rainier Avenue Radio. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of basketball on Rainier Avenue Radio. Again, Sea King District Championships next Saturday, 6:30 for the boys, 8:15 for the girls. Live on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be at Bellevue College. We'll also be doing the state championships. And thank you all for listening. Peace and bless.